Hey guys, today we're doing a DIY plus hair tutorial based on one of my favorite updos from red carpet season. This original accessory by Adir plus LeletNY is beautiful, but it costs $500. So I thought I'd show you guys how you can make it yourself and how you can wear it. Let's get started. So for this, you're gonna need about 9 to 10 yards of chain, which you can buy at a craft store. You're gonna need hair combs, which you can find at a drugstore, pliers, a measuring tape, head pins or jump rings, and then if you want to add some beads to the end, you'll need beads and head pins. Hair combs like this typically come in a pack, so just pick the one that's closest to your hair color. Set that off to the side and grab your chain. We're going to measure 6 lengths of 24-inch chain, and you're gonna cut those with your wire cutters that are probably on your pliers. Set up the chain like you see me doing here. It's gonna make life easier. Once you've got those 6 done, go ahead and do 6 lengths of 28 inches of chain. These will be our nice longer ones, and put those in between the 6 that we've already laid down. Now just flip them around so that the ends are facing away from you, and it's time to attach the chain to the comb. Now typically for this you would use jump rings, which are little circles of wire all ready for you. I bought ones that were too small, so I'm going to show you what to do if you're in a similar situation. I just grabbed some head pins, and then I grabbed my pliers and I wrapped the head pin around the pliers to make a nice big circle. Then you just open the circle up and you put that around the comb, then you put the chain onto the circle and close the circle up. And you would do that with a jump ring if you have that as well. So here's a tip: when you fold the chain, make sure that it's not folded directly in half, because then the ends hang together. Make it slightly off center so the ends are tapered, and it gives a nice feathered look to the end of this accessory. Now another tip is that it's usually easier to put the chain onto the circle first and then put that on to the comb. And I'm putting that on the comb in the middle of each of the teeth because that's a really easy place to put your little jump ring / circle of wire. Yes. Then just keep doing that until you have all the chains on your comb. It's nice that you have everything all set up. You just go one at a time until it's all there. Turn on your favorite TV show. The time will pass way faster than you realize. And now that you have all the chains attached, you can be done. If you want to be done, you can stop here. But if you want to add some little beads to the end, like the original accessory, you're gonna take a head pin and some beads. You're gonna put a bead onto the head pin and then use your pliers to make a nice little tiny circle at the end of the head pin. If you have any extra wire left, cut that off. Then like we did earlier, just open up the circle, put it onto the end of the chain, close the circle, you're done. Repeat that as many times as you want on whatever little pieces you want to have beads on. Once you're happy with that, you are done with this hair accessory and ready to wear it. So I'm going to show you one easy way that you can wear this if you want to. Gonna start off this French braid like we usually would by picking up a large section on top of the head, but this time lift it up, put the teeth of the comb against your head, do 3 little tiny circles and push that comb in. Those little circles will help hold it in place. Then split the chain in half, and now we're gonna get started on that braid. So braid a couple of times normally with that top section, and then add in chain to each of the side sections for your first little French portion. Then start adding in hair just like you would in a normal French braid. But as you do it, every time you cross the hair over, do a little check, make sure that the chain is on top, that way it's visible. It's heavy, so it's gonna want to kind of sink to the back and like hide against your head. Don't let it. Every time you braid over, just do a little chain check, make sure it's where it's supposed to be, and then keep going. And it's basically just a normal French braid with the added awareness that you want to keep that chain visible. Once everything is French braided, we're actually going to drop the chain out of our sections. It's really easy to do because it's heavier than your hair, so whenever you hit a section with chain in it, just let the chain fall out. At this point, take a pause and loosen up the braid along with the chain. You just want to make this look a little more voluminous, a little bit more effortless, but make sure that you're loosening up both the hair and the chain as you go. Now just braid the rest normally and secure it with an elastic. To hide the tail, you're first going to sweep it to one side, then hold it in place there and tuck the rest of the hair up and under the French braid. The cool thing about French braids is that there's always this like little hole right underneath them where you can hide hair. and then we're gonna pin it in place. Lots and lots of bobby pins up the middle of the braid, facing straight up towards the top of your head, as many as you need to make sure everything is held in place. I just arranged the chain by sweeping little pieces at a time over to the side. That kind of gave it this cool draped look with lots and lots of little chains hanging down in different places. After loosening up some pieces around my face, I'm all done. Now, obviously this is a red carpet hairstyle, so you could fully wear it for a formal event, but I think chains are gonna be amazing for festival time. I really love it for this more like laid back bohemian look that it has. So if you have a music festival coming up, keep this in mind. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the DIY hair tutorial combination today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and come back on Saturday for another hair tutorial. I'll see you then. Mwah! Bye!